Hello, the girlies. It's me, Amaris. Welcome back to the final video for nonverbal communication. Girl, I never thought we would get here. It's been way too damn long. The semester's been way too damn long. You know what, gals? We're here and we're gonna finish it out strong. So, Professor Arrington, you really opened the floodgates when you said chapters 9 through 14. Girl, I almost damn picked every single chapter to talk about, but I held myself back for you guys because I'm pretty sure y'all don't want to watch a 20-30 minute video, but hopefully it's gonna be like that, but let's see. So in this video I will be discussing chapter 11, specifically meeting others and computer mediated relationship building. And then for chapter 9 I wanted to talk about the normal conversation and identification and self-presentation of the voice. I think that's gonna be mad funny and mad interesting. So let's get right into the video. So I'm gonna start with chapter 11 because that's the first one that I have in my notes because that was the first chapter I was looking at. So meeting others. So in chapter 11, it talked about these two people, like it was a Kelly, I don't know, girl. Let's say like Kelly and Amy, and they're like going on a date. And it talks about like general characteristics that people will look at when it comes to meeting others. So it's like vocal quality, assertiveness, response level, and intensity. Those all become meaningful aspects of physical attractiveness people meet in an intimate environment. However, the one thing that really stood out to me was, I'm reading from the book. It says, now Kelly is not only concerned about how Jamie looks to him, but also is also concerned about how Jamie looks to his close friend. Jamie has the same feeling about Kelly. Kelly wants her close friends to consider Kelly attractive too. I cannot tell you how many times I've had my friends. There's one man in mind that I can think of who literally, I remember he was like, do you think that they're attractive? Do you think they like me? Do you like them? Within like the first 5 minutes of meeting her, like his ex-girlfriend, within the first 5 minutes, like she had left, and then he was like, what do you think? And I'm like, girl, it's been like 5 minutes. I can't give you a good consensus on how I feel about her. Like, first of all, she's not my type. Let's get that out there. I personally don't find her attractive. But you do you. That is not my relationship. But I do completely understand how you want your close friends to find your partner attractive, because I don't know, like, you don't want to feel embarrassed with like the person you're with. Because also, hold on, by the same token, that thought of like wanting your friends to find your significant other attractive, it's like a two-edged sword. It's kind of like, or a two-sided coin, where it's like, I do want them to find them attractive, but by the same token, I don't want to find them attractive because, like, first of all, you shouldn't care about what your friends think on the attractiveness of your partner. If you find your partner cute and handsome and beautiful and attractive, like, that's you. But you shouldn't really, like, be basing what your friends think about your partner and let that be taken into consideration on if you find them attractive or not. Obviously, girl, it's your relationship. Like, you're dating that person. Your friends are dating that person. Excuse me. They're gonna have their 2 cents all they want. Baby, they're gonna have a nickel. But by the end of the day, that's your relationship, and you shouldn't let that take too much weight in your relationship. But that is one thing that I did find super interesting, because I have been that person on the receiving end of somebody going, you know, shoving a picture in my face and going, is this girl attractive? Oh, is this boy attractive? Like, is my, you know, excuse me, do you think my boyfriend is like, or girlfriend or whatever, my partner? And it's like, baby, keep asking that question and bad things are gonna happen. I'm finna act up if you keep asking me if I find them attractive. Keep asking me. Do it, go ahead, do it. Anyway, the next section I want to talk about, or next topic I want to talk about, was computer mediated relationship building. And the one thing that I found I always find stuff in this book super interesting. I've always found communication to be super interesting, especially of like how different people work in different cultures and different types of relationships, and just like the whole entire field in general is just super interesting. So this book is like, baby, it's the top of the cream of the crop, baby. This is This book's real good, and I think it's really informative. And I always find things I can relate to because of just the way that it's written. Because sometimes when I read books, like, I'm just like, I don't get it, or not, I don't get it, but more like, oh, I'm not really interested because like nothing in here interests me. Honey, most of the things in this book that I've read interest me, and I really like that. Anyway, so what I was going to talk about before I literally interrupt myself was computer media relationship building, how people are more willing to build a relationship with someone who posts attractive pictures of themselves, and talk about social dating websites like Tinder or Bumble or like Plenty of Fish or Christian Mingle or Farmers Only or I don't know, anything of that nature. And girlies, I have a confession to make. I do the same thing. Yes, I do be swiping on people that I do find more attractive. I've mentioned in a previous video that how you present yourself is very important to me, and how I present myself is also very important to me, even though I do look a little ugly, but we're gonna ignore that. But yes, I have been that person who, like, I do see people like on social media or like dating sites, and I go, ooh, they're attractive. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've seen a pretty girl on TikTok and I follow them solely because they're pretty. Not because their content's good, but because they stumble up on my For You page and I'm like, damn, or wow, she's really, really attractive. Or same token, men. I see men and I'm like, wow, he's really cute. Let me follow him for the sole purpose because he's cute. Or on Tinder, like, you swipe on people that you find attractive. And so that's something that I do see a lot. And then another thing was like texting. I do text quite a bit. Hey Josh, I'm in the middle of a video. This is gonna be one take because I want to do like 20 videos. So. Sorry. It's okay, Josh. I was being dead serious. This is gonna be one take because I'm not doing 20 videos. It is 9:34. We're not doing 20 videos. Anyway. Anyway, so texting. In the book, it says we have discovered that we text a great deal in order to maintain our social relationships, as I say, because of our intrinsic need to affiliate our society events and employs increasingly convenient and rapid methods of staying in touch and sharing information. That is correct. I've mentioned in a previous video that I do have friends that I've met online. Hey girlies from the chat, you know who you are. Maybe I'll tell you about this video. But one thing that I found interesting was texting when you are talking to somebody. Funny enough, I do that. I am guilty. Can't help it. Sometimes it happens. And I do feel bad because that is one of my pet peeves of when I'm talking to somebody and they lose their focus because they look at their phone or they look away, and I hate that because I like, when I'm talking to somebody, I like looking at them. Look at me in the eye, or just look at me in general. And I try to give people the same respect, although, you know, things happen. Like I said, I'm guilty of using my phone in inappropriate times in social settings. I am guilty. I will admit that. Take me away, slap the handcuffs on me. And, you know, it is what it is. It'd be like that sometimes. I'm now reading the book again, and it says that Harrison and Gilmore also found that people text at seemingly impromptu situations, such as while in the shower, at work, during religious ceremonies or services, and while having sex. I have done three of those things. Two. Which two? You'll have to ask me in the comments down below, or email me, or message me. I'm not gonna reveal that here in the video. Anyway, so the final thing I want to talk about, or one of the final things I want to talk about, we're gonna jump back to chapter 9, which is vocalics. I just realized I didn't mention the title of the chapters. So chapter 11 is nonverbal communication. Nonverbal communication, baby low, come on. Nonverbal communication in social settings. And chapter 9 is vocalics. I hope I'm saying that correctly. That would suck if I wasn't. So we're gonna talk about the vocalic function, and I want to talk about the normal conversation. So in this, like, I don't know, sometimes I don't really like hearing myself talk. So when he was talking about the different types of like voices and voice types, because there's 10 of them. So there's breathy, tense, nasal, denasal, or rotund, flat, thin, throaty, and fronted. If you want to put in the comments down below which one you think I am, go ahead, because I couldn't tell you. And then it tells that it also says that Melandro, Barker, and Barker, okay, power couple, suggests that both males and females hold voice types and stereotypes, and then talks about the ideal voice. I feel like finding the ideal voice is such a subjective thing, but I guess it's like, I feel like the ideal voice would be like a newscaster voice, or like when in like the old timey like 1940s and 30s, or when the talkies 40s 50s, and they use the mid-Atlantic accent. I feel like that's probably an ideal voice. So I'm really going everywhere, girl, but we're gonna get this video done. And the ideal voice in that section talks about, there's a list of speech characteristics identified by Kramer. Not that one. The speech characteristics differentiating male and female speakers for both male and females. And there's different traits. And this one I could figure out. I do not enunciate clearly. That is a given. You just watch me stumble through this entire video. I don't think my voice is very high pitched, but I very much use my hands and face to express ideas. I do swear a lot. I have to hold myself back in these videos because I'm not sure if swearing is allowed. And if swearing was allowed this entire time, my videos would have been 10 times funnier and more interesting. I don't know. I could have a gentle speech. Just really depends. Fast speech, very much. Talk about trivial topics, very much. Wide range in rate and pitch. Yeah. Friendly speech. So like enunciate clearly, high pitch, gentle speech, fast speech, wide range in rate and pitch. Friendly speech, talk a lot. Emotional speech, open/revealing speech, and enthusiastic speech, polite speech. That's all female. And then demanding, deep voice. Dominating speech, loud speech, show anger rather than concealing it, militant speech, authoritarian speech, forceful speech, aggressive speech, and vocal characteristics. Whew, girl, that's all male speech. I can see myself using both of them. I don't think that I just lean more towards one or the other. I pretty much use both. I don't think there's like a big, I don't know, girl. Gender is a construct. Gender is not binary. Do what you want. Don't put yourself in these boxes of male and female. Do what you want, girl, boy, whoever. Yeah, just do what you want. But yeah, I'd really love to know what kind of speech I have, because I just found that super, super interesting. And in this video, this very special video, because Professor Arrington, you have provided us a bonus question. Ooh. So the questions are, what are the most important areas in nonverbal communication you will take away from your studies? What will you most rarely apply? How will things you learn improve the quality of your interactions in your relationships? So since I am a communications minor, all the things that I've learned, I feel like I've taken and applied in most aspects of my life. I know that I am more conscious of a lot of things that I've learned, especially in this section and in other things in other communications classes I've taken. Like I took what's it called, girl? Wow, I'm really blanking on the name. Oh, conflict negotiation resolutions. That was one that really blew my mind. That one was crazy. I really liked interpersonal communication. That one was really good. Shout out to Dr. Arrington, your husband, if he's watching this. What's up, Dr. Arrington? How's it going? Intercultural was really interesting too. I think that a lot of things in nonverbal communication, not only nonverbal communication, but just in communication in general, I take a lot away from it, and there are a lot of things that stay with me. But can I list you the name? Can I list the stuff to you? Probably not. But I got it all up here in my noggin. Can I just go, yes, this is so and so type of speech? No. But those lessons and things that I have read will stick with me for the rest of my life. These things have definitely improved my quality of interactions and relationships. I feel like in a sense, if I could like stick with the names, yeah, girl, I'd be a walking talking book. But as long as I have like the general gist of what I'm reading and what I'm learning, then I feel like this is a job well done. I don't need, if I was a walking talking book, that'd be pretty cool. But reading off definitions and reading off, the textbook isn't as useful as just knowing when this information is being used, or acknowledging, or recognizing. That's the word. Recognizing when these sort of things are being shown in front of you in your everyday life, whether it's at home with family, you're at work, with your girlfriends and your friends, not your girlfriend, but your friends, in your personal relationship, like romantic with your partner, those sort of things, or even just out and about, just observing people and just seeing how they communicate and like just seeing the different types is just so cool. But if you want me to get into the real nitty gritty of stuff, I feel like proxemics was a big one. Proxemics, haptics. Chapter 2, Chapter 3 was pretty much stick with me. I think, girl, I know this is a cop-out, but I think all of them, to be honest, will probably stick with me for the most part. In, like, the general sense, not like I said, not the walking, talking book sort of thing, but, like, just in general, this will stick with me. Most of the things that I have learned, and I think that's what school is all about, you know what I mean? Just taking it with you, and hopefully it sticks, and it stays with you for the rest of your life, and you can pass on the information to other people, and you'd be like, hey, that's a flat voice, or hey, that's a nasally voice, like Fran Drescher, who been watching Nanny recently. If you're watching Nanny, go watch it. It's so good. Please watch it. Her voice is not annoying. You know whose voice I find annoying? This is more like an accent sort of thing. But I hate Spanish accents. I mean, not like Spanish, like speaking Spanish. I mean like from Spain. Those are ugly accents, and I hate how they talk. If you wanted to know. That is not my ideal speech. Anyway, this video is approaching the 20-minute mark. I'm not sure if any of you guys will even watch this video. But this is the final time I'll be signing off. So if I don't see you tonight, if I don't see you tomorrow. Tomorrow? If I don't see you tonight, if I don't see you tomorrow. If I don't see you tonight, have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.